I'm Dr. Van Dusen, Superintendent of the Southeastern School District, and I'd like to welcome the Rams community to the 12th Inspire and Impact session. During this Inspire and Impact session, we have the opportunity to speak with our senior stars of the upcoming musical, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, this is going to be a big task. The last couple of years, these guys have done a fantastic job. Last year with Mamma Mia, I think that was my favorite over the course of the 6 years. And even the year before with The Wizard of Oz, I think that was a family favorite. You know, young and old appreciated that. But we now have a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory coming up, so we want to get some information from our senior stars. So let's start with introductions, and we're going to start here with Gabe. And I'd like to ask you 3 questions. Please share your name, who you play in the musical, and one unique fact about that character. Gabe?
All right. I'm Gabe. I play Mr. Salt, who is Veruca's father, and he's a peanut billionaire.
My name is Aiden Silva. I play Grandpa Joe, and an interesting fact about him is that he's soon turning 90 and 1/2.
My name is Rachel Holly. I play Mrs. TV, and one interesting fact about her is that she dresses up as if she's from the year 1958, even though her son is very modern.
Hi, I'm Reagan Bosley. I play Mrs. Gloop, and one fact about her is that she's from Bavaria and has a thick German accent.
I'm Madeline Königsberg. I play Cherry Sunday, and one interesting fact about her is that she has a crush on her other reporter, Jerry Jubilee.
My name's Josh Price. I play Willy Wonka, and one interesting fact about Willy Wonka is he's actually extremely old, even though he doesn't appear to be.
Okay, so Miss Peterson, how does this version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory differ from the 1971 version, the 2005 version, and even the prequel that just happened in 2023?
So I think that it's most like the Gene Wilder version. The characters are all the same. The storyline obviously is the same. I think the Johnny Depp version is very dark, and this show is not dark at all. Lots of comedy, lots of singing and dancing. And I didn't see the Timothée Chalamet one, so I'm not sure. From what I've heard, it's more of a prequel.
Okay. So this question is for Joshua. As the star of the show, when you think about your character, Willy Wonka, did you take the inspiration from Gene Wilder, from Johnny Depp, or even from Timothée Chalamet?
For me, playing Willy Wonka, I wouldn't say I fit into any of them more than the other. Maybe Gene Wilder a little bit, but I take more inspiration from the Willy Wonka from Broadway, Christian Borle. He's like who I look up to.
Okay, great. And students, I don't know how many of you can answer this because we have 3 different versions here. So which of the 3 versions have you connected to personally? The 1971 version? Now, that was just before I was born, but that was my favorite. The 2005 version with Johnny Depp, or the Timothée Chalamet in 2023?
I mean, I like the classic, but I also like the book. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is one of the first books I ever read, so I definitely really appreciated that, the book for sure. But I love Gene Wilder so much as an actor, and just his performance as Willy Wonka blew me away as a kid, and just still to this day. So I definitely connect with the 1971 version most.
I definitely like the 1971 version because I like the older feel of it. Well, not like older, but I like the way it flows, I guess.
I also like the 1971 one. I used to watch that one with my family all the time when I was little, so.
I don't have too much memory of it, but I always think of my dad in pure imagination whenever I think of the 1971 version.
I like the 1971 version most because the Johnny Depp version actually kind of scares me. I don't like that Willy Wonka.
And I would agree with all of you. And Ms. Peterson and I actually talked about this in the office the other day. I agree that the 1971 version seems lighter, and it seems to have a moral to the story. And that's what I appreciated, that, you know, when Willy Wonka did the right thing, you know, throughout the story, it wasn't dark, as Joshua, as you just mentioned. Next question. What message do you hope that audience members take away from the show?
So I would say a big message that I think the audiences should take away from the show, and this is something Roald Dahl said about the book when he wrote it, which was that you shouldn't raise your kids to be brats. I think that's a very, I mean, of course it's funny, but it's a serious thing too. I mean, you know, to treat your children well, teach them the way that you want them to be. You know, it's the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. And you know, a lot of the parents in the show are the same way that their kids are. So I think it's like be a good example. And then I also just think never lose your sense of childlike wonder. I think that's something so important, and I think that Willy Wonka embodies that. And I think Josh embodies that really well as Willy Wonka.
Good. Anybody else?
Nailed
Okay,
it.
that was a great answer. And then what was the most challenging part of the choreography?
For the choreography, there's a lot of different dance styles in the show that correlates with each of the different children. Like for Violet, it's a lot more jazzy and a bit of hip hop. There's some hip hop for Mike TV, some ballet for Veruca Salt. So it's just like being able to tackle all these different dance types with each song is definitely a challenge, but so fun.
And what has been your favorite part of this production?
I think my favorite part about this production is how it has so many different styles and how you can see all those different styles in the different characters and the way it brings out different sides of people.
And because this is called Inspire and Impact, how do you think that this show is going to inspire and impact the community?
Well, maybe not the show specifically, but for me, this is my first time doing something like this. And I think, hopefully, people come out and they continue to, you know, want to do shows like this. If they've never done this before, you know, I'm a senior, and I spent the first 3 years not doing anything like this. Hopefully, they are inspired to, you know, participate in things like this, because, you know, shows like this don't happen if you don't have people willing to go out and do something. So, yeah.
And then also, we obviously like to do the more adult versions of the shows and then the kids' versions. And for the show, we have 35 kids who came out and made our cast. So it's one of the bigger things and the goals of our shows to bring out our younger generations and hopefully inspire them to continue and be a part of this organization.
Great. And Ms. Peterson, what are the dates and times for the productions, for your different times? And then how can tickets be purchased?
Okay, so our show is Thursday, February 27th at 7 o'clock, and Friday, February 28th at 7 o'clock. We have 2 shows on Saturday, March 1st, one at 1 and one at 7. And then our last show is March 2nd, Sunday, March 2nd, and that is at 3 o'clock. If you go to the school's website, on the main page, you will see the purple, pink poster, and that has, if you click on that, it'll show you how to order your tickets.
So for the Rams community, we have 5 shows starting the 27th. Ticket prices, I think if you buy it online, they're $15 and
$15.
they're $3 more at the door.
They're 18
So
at the door.
go buy them online, save
Go buy
yourself
'em
$3.
online, save you some money.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'd like to thank you guys as seniors just for taking part in this production. You know, what I take away from this really is I don't think the Rams community realizes, unless you're every day seeing what these guys do, the time and effort that they put into a production like this. We get to see, I'll probably come that Friday night, the 28th, and I'll see a very polished, wonderful version. And I'll leave here a couple hours after the production starts and be appreciative for the work. But I don't think what the Rams community realizes is the time and effort that it takes to put into this. These guys are working Saturdays, they're working Sundays. We have individuals helping with choreography, with set design. And that's what's inspiring and impacting to me, is that we have so many people within this community that are willing to put countless hours and time and effort into something to really be of service to the community. So I do want to thank you for that, and I want to wish all of you seniors a wonderful last semester.